Let's say that you're home and you feel like going for a walk. It's a beautiful day outside, the sun is shining, and there's not a cloud in the sky. You start walking down your sidewalk to feel the breeze hitting your face, walking underneath the shade of the greenest of trees. Headphones are plugged in, listening to your favorite music, and you're vibing, having a good time, unwinding. All of a sudden, out of the corner of your eye, you catch some sort of movement. It's sudden and it startled you. And when you finally glance over, you see a gentleman wielding a bat over his right shoulder. Naturally, you become quite curious. You figure that he's probably chasing a burglar that tried to break in his house. But soon you realize that's actually not the case. A closer look reveals that this gentleman was actually chasing a cat that was apparently on his front yard. And so, since you happen to be an animal lover, you inevitably start walking in their direction, hoping that you could intervene and maybe save the cat from the ultimate death. Unfortunately, the distance was too much to overcome in such a short period of time. And you are there, standing helpless, watching this man hit this poor, defenseless cat over his right eye. As this man senses he's not alone, he looks over his shoulder and he sees you standing there witnessing what just happened, witnessing that horrible act of animal cruelty. His first instinct is to immediately start running back into his home and shut the door behind him, leaving you standing there looking down at this poor creature who just underwent the worst event of its life. Inevitably, you succumb to your human emotions, pick him up, put him in your arms, and you drive him to the nearest veterinarian hospital, explaining the situation. A few days later, you get some news. The cat will unfortunately lose its right eye, but it will live. Since you feel as though you became close with the cat, you feel like taking him home, so you adopt him, and you provide nurture, care, shelter, food, and water to this helpless cat who needs you way more than you need him. He brings you joy, he brings you happiness, and he brings you all the love you can expect from someone who was rescued by your actions, by your humane, innate action to be kind and compassionate. You spend the most amazing 3 years together, making tons of memories, taking tons of pictures, and sharing life together under one roof. Until one day, he unfortunately has to cross the Rainbow Bridge, and you are now devastated, but happy at the same time because you did what you could, and you provided that cat with the most amount of love possible. Now imagine this story with a cow.